Now, Julio Jones is one of those big names that at this point is not expected to be present for the start of OTAs, has not been there really all through offseason conditioning, has been training back at Alabama. And a couple things we need to know about this. First of all, it's really not a big deal to the Falcons. He didn't spend a lot of time at OTAs last year. He was actually in China, I believe, if you follow his social media. He's got a lot of things going on off the field, and the team does respect that. So it's not like they're worried that Julio Jones is not there. They love him as much as you could love a player, so they're not really sweating it. But I am told Julio Jones wants some sort of correction or update to his contract. Only set to make $10.5 million this year. And this is something, just based on how good of a teammate he is and how good of a player he is, that the Falcons are amenable to. Another big name player we are
Georgia. What's going on, all you Atlanta Falcon fans? We got another video, and I'm pretty sure we already know what we're going to be talking about here. This man, Julio Jones. Now, what I'm about to say is strictly my opinions. Pretty much everything is always my opinions on this channel. And I don't mind sharing it. I don't mind hearing y'all's, whether it's, it's a nice opinion or a mean opinion. I'm always down to see what you Atlanta Falcon fans are talking about, because we want brotherhood, right? Aren't we? And so they say. Now, recently, Ian Rappaport reported that Julio Jones was going to hold out of OTAs. Cool. He never really goes to OTAs anyways. So I continue reading, and it pretty much says that Julio Jones wants an updated contract. You only went 2 years into your new contract. Now you want a updated one? All because people like Jarvis Landry and Hopkins and Mike Evans are up there with you. You think that you deserve a updated contract. But at the time, you was probably, I think, the richest receiver in the league at the time. But each and every single year, new people, the contracts just keep going higher and higher. So people like those guys I previously named will get a lot more money than, let's say, a receiver who signed 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But just because that is happening doesn't mean you can just request an updated contract. That's like me at work. Of course, I want to get a raise each and every single month, but we don't get our raises until a year later. We get a yearly raise. I can't just demand a raise 6 months into my job. It don't work that way. If I ask my manager for that, they gonna look at me crazy. So if I'm Dimitrov, I'm gonna look at Julio crazy. Like, look, you signed on the dotted line. We agreed to this. Why am I giving you an updated contract? Now, I know, this is the man's money we talking about. He has a family to feed and all that. I understand that. Get your money. Hey, ask for that money. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. If you want more money, go for it. Feel free, ask for it. But if I'm Dimitrov and friends, as a business standpoint, I'm not doing it. Unless it's like guaranteed money that we talking about. Then maybe, because that really doesn't affect, the cap space. But I'm saying, no, Julio, you got 3 more years left on your contract. Play it out. We got all these rookie contracts coming to an end. We need to sign a lot of these guys. We probably won't even be able to sign because the money's running a little tight. And now here come you. You wasn't even in the thought in the game. You wasn't even in the game plan. Now you coming up out of nowhere talking about you want an updated contract. Even Brian Finneran was on the same page. Rework it. Give him $500K per touchdown he scores. Maybe that will help him in this team, because 3 touchdowns with 88 receptions is awful. Brian Finneran, I feel the same way, my guy. Him getting, 1,800 yards, 1,400, 11, 12, whatever the case might be. Him being a 1,000-yard receiver is all cool. But without touchdowns, I can't really, we need more touchdowns from you. That's just one part of the argument. Julio, we need more of those, my guy. We need more of those. And like I said, I'm not saying Julio Jones is not deserving of this money. I'm not saying that he isn't Julio Jones. The same Julio who put the team on his back, Mr. NFC South Killer. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve this money, but at the end of the day, this is business. This is all business. It's not like it's my money like I really care. It's not coming out of my pocket. But this is my team, and I do want to see them win. I don't want to see them like the Seattle Seahawks. Y'all remember the Seattle Seahawks? They won a couple Super Bowls with that team, and then money got in the way. Once they started paying people like Russell Wilson and the Legion of Boom, that money started getting real scarce for other positions. And once money gets scarce in other positions, that leaves a lot of holes throughout the team. And now we're starting to see it now. You know what I'm saying? We witnessed a team be built into a great dynasty. They won, what, 2 Super Bowls? 2 out of 3? Or one? What was it? Yeah, it was 2 out of 3? They won 2 out of 3 Super Bowls. They was on top of the world. Now they're slowly digressing from what they used to be. I don't want to see the Falcons like that. I don't want to see us tied in. We're giving a lot of money to Matt Ryan, a lot of money to Desmond Trufant, a lot of money to Freeman, maybe a lot to Julio. And now we got all these rookie contracts on our star players ending real soon. We got people like Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, Devontae Campbell, Rico wants another one, Keanu Neal. A lot of these contracts are coming to an end, and I don't want to see us fall victim like the Seattle Seahawks. I don't want half these players to walk away because we just can't re-sign them. I don't want to see us end up like the Seattle Seahawks. So, Julio Jones, it brings me back to you, my guy. Why should the Atlanta Falcons update your contract coming off the year you just had? Now, I know y'all notice this just as much as I do. We all watch the same game, do we not? This man literally will play like 2 plays, then go to the sideline. 1 play, go to the sideline. Chill for the sideline, chill 1 play, go out there for 2 plays, chill for 1 play. I know y'all witnessed the same thing I do. He has the same nagging injury. That just, his body's falling apart. You know what I'm saying? His body's always been bad since Alabama days. He's always been getting hurt. This is the same guy who has, I think it was like the 2nd most drops in the league. Same guy who has about single-digit touchdown. I think the last time he had a double-digit touchdown was like 2013 or something. It was a long time ago. It wasn't 2013. That was like the year he got hurt. It was a long time ago. It's been that long. I can't even remember. I literally got to look it up. I'm not even going to look it up because I'm not trying to waste time. This video is already longer than it should be. And we're not going to talk about the ball that floated through your hands in the Eagles game at the end of the game. I don't know who to put that one on, whether Sark for calling that play in the first part or Matt Ryan throwing it high, but he did put it up to where Julio can get it. He did get 2 hands. We ain't gonna talk about that. So why should we update your contract? Now I understand you're Julio Jones, you demand double coverages, you open up lanes for other receivers on the team. I understand that. But once again, you're 2 years into your new contract. At the time, you was one of the highest paid. You was happy then, but you gotta understand that's how the market goes. Somebody's always gonna outdo you every year. You can't just want an updated, restructured contract each and every year. If that was the case, you might as well sign a 1-year deal to make sure you're the highest paid in the league every time. You should have done that. But you signed on the dotted line. It's an agreement. You gotta follow that agreement. That's just me. That's just me how I see it. It's just crazy to me. To me, this is selfish. But like I said, I understand. We're all human. We all want more money. So I mean, I'm not knocking him for asking it. I'm not saying Julio Jones doesn't deserve that money. He's not top 3 receivers in the league each and every year. But still, this is a business standpoint. Like if we was to do is, let's say we was to give Julio Jones an updated contract 2 years into his contract. What about Grady Jarrett? What if he signs a new contract and 2 years later he wants to update a contract because people let's just throw out a name, Paul Solia is making just as much as Grady Jarrett. How is that going to look? Now Grady Jarrett's going to be like, oh, but y'all gave Julio Jones, an updated contract. Why can't I? Same thing with Deion Jones. What if Deion Jones continues to play at the level he does? Other linebackers that signed previously after him, or that other players that signed after him, are making just as much money as him, but not as good as him. And Deion Jones notices that, and he's like, okay, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm halfway through my contract. Can I get an updated contract? I deserve to be paid more than these players. It's just going to be a big old domino effect, and that's probably going to affect the league probably too. Players are just going to want updated contracts all over the place, so that's just not a good look. If I'm the Falcons, I'm just going to say, look, Julio, I'm sorry, my guy, but, hey, you still got plenty of time left on your contract. You got to play this out. You got to. You have to. Ain't no way I'm giving Julio Jones that money. That's just me. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know down in the comment section below. I just wouldn't do it. Even, a lot of people are saying the same thing. I don't know. There's a lot of mixed opinions in the brotherhood, so brotherhood, I want to hear from y'all. once again, I'm not saying that Julio Jones doesn't deserve this money. He deserves all this money. He's one of the best receivers in the league. But I just knew it was something with the. I just knew it was something with the social media. Like, there's no reason you just gonna go out there all of a sudden out of nowhere, just delete everything from all the Falcons stuff. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, I knew something. And then it's just not a coincidence we picked up Calvin Ridley. I don't know. You know, I'm not speculating nothing. But, hey, Julio Jones' time in Atlanta, who knows? Who knows what it's looking like? But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole contract talk. This updated contract. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know down below. And stay tuned for more. I got another video about this one. Y'all gonna really like this next one. It's gonna be funny. Here we go.
Plays on plays on plays, plays on plays on plays. Got my jack jumping all day, jack jumping all day.
Never sold no dope, but can show you where the zip's at. Bitch, I'm in the whip. Them niggas making plays on the strip. I can't go with it without hearing some lip. Man, these niggas love this shit. Phone be ringing off the side of my hip. I don't even make a profit off it though. You know it, dealer break me up a piece of the gas.